Hello dear students. Now the from the surds only the next topic means the next concept of surds, that is rationalization. Okay, it is very important part of surds. If you have to operate, if you have to do any operation of surds, you must have this concept of rationalization. First of all, you have to understand what do you mean by rationalization. Okay, rationalization means to convert any irrational number into rational. Okay, if there is any irrational number is given, okay, and if you have to convert them into rational, if you have to change them into rational, then the process which we apply to change them into rational, that is called rationalization. Okay, so to understand the rationalization, you must understand the rationalizing factor. Means I just told you that rationalization is a process, okay, which is applied to convert any irrational number into rational. Okay, then to convert any irrational number into rational, you have to only multiply. But my point, you can only multiply. So if there is any irrational number given in, and if you have to convert that irrational number into rational, then by which other number you need to multiply that irrational number so that that irrational number will be converted into rational. Got my point? That number is called rationalizing factor. Rationalizing factor. So rationalizing factor has a very important role in surds, because you must be able to understand, that which is the rationalizing factor. I just want to elaborate the concept with some example. Okay, like you see a root 5. Root 5 is a rational number. If you have to convert this rational number into irrational, you always remember that you have to multiply root 5 by root 5 only. Got my point? If you multiply root 5 by root 5, then root 5 will be converted into root 5 is 5, because root 5 is root 25, root 25 is 5. So now irrational number is converted into rational. How did you get this 5? When we multiplied this root 5 by itself, okay, by root 5 only, then you got 5. Got my point? Now this 5 is a rational number, so now irrational number is converted into rational. Now again in the same way, if you have to convert this root 3 into, root 3 is an irrational number, if you have to convert this into rational, you have to multiply root 3 by root 3 by itself, you have to multiply, then it will be root 9 equal to 3. Okay, similarly if you have to convert root 7, this is also irrational number. If you have to convert root 7 into 7, means if you have to convert root 7 into rational number, then also you can convert this, multiply this by root 7 only. So now root 49, that is 7. Got my point? This is how we rationalize any irrational number. Okay, this is how we convert. Like if the irrational number is given in the form of fraction, now 1 by root 2. Okay, now what to do? Very simple. If this irrational number given as denominator, then what will you do to convert or to remove, okay, this irrational number from the denominator? What to do? You have to multiply numerator and denominator both by the same denominator. Okay, by the same denominator we have to multiply numerator and denominator both. Root 2 1 are root 2, root 2 2. Like we have already understood here, root 5 is 5, because root 5 is root 25 is 5. So you can directly write root 5 is 5, root 3 if you multiply 3, root 7 if you multiply 7, root 6 if you multiply 6, root 11 if you multiply 11, and likewise. Okay, so root 2 is 2. So now 1 by root 2 becomes root 2 by 2, root 2 by 2. Now it was, this root 2 is changed into rational. Root 2 was given in denominator in the form of irrational. Now it is converted in the form of rational. Okay, now you share 1 by root 5. How to convert? Now means how to remove irrational number from the denominator. Very simple. You have to apply rationalization, means you have to multiply the numerator and denominator both by its rationalizing factor. Its rationalizing factor is the the irrational number itself is the rationalizing factor. Okay, root 5 1 root 5, root 5 is 5. Similarly 2 by root 3, 2 by root 3. Okay, again root 3, denominator is root 3. Now you have to remove root 3. How to remove? You have to simply multiply numerator and denominator both by the same denominator. Okay, by the same irrational number. 2 root 3, 2 root 3. You always remember, whenever we multiply any surds by any whole number, you cannot multiply surds by whole number. By surds you can multiply its coefficient. There is no coefficient, there is 1. There is no coefficient means there is 1. So you can multiply the coefficient, you cannot multiply the surds. So 2 1 are 2, root 3 is a root 3. Okay, so now root 3 is now 3. Okay, now from here also you can remove the denominator, 3 by root 7. Okay, if you multiply root 7 by root 7, 3 1 are 3 root 7, 3 root 7 by root 7 root 7. So this is how we convert. But if there is like rationalizing factor of a minus root b, rationalizing factor of this is a plus root b, because if you multiply a minus root b and a plus root b by using algebraic formula, a plus b, a plus b, a minus b, a minus b, a plus b equal to a square minus b square. A square, b square, root b square means b. Got my point? Root b square is b. So now, is there any irrational number? No irrational number. Means irrational number is removed. Got my point? So these two are called rationalizing factor of each other. Means if you have to remove root from this, then you have to multiply this by this. If you have to remove root from this expression, then you have to multiply this by this. Means these two are the rationalizing factor of each other. Okay, I just want to elaborate the same topic with example. Like here, 2 plus root 5. Okay, suppose it is here. If you have to remove root 5, okay, means if you have to change this into rational, it is irrational number. Okay, root 5 is here, so the whole is irrational number. If you have to convert this, then you have to multiply this by its rationalizing factor, plus you have to multiply with minus. Okay, now if you multiply, now it is a plus b, a minus b, it is a square minus b square. 2a whole square is 2, 4 is 4, root 5 whole square is 5. So 5 minus 4 is minus 1. Okay, this is how any irrational number is converted into rational. Okay, so I will just elaborate the same topic by giving many other examples.